Hey, morning everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I love this chill music. It's so nice. How's everyone doing? Let's see. So today we're working on the same thing we're working on every day. We're drawing some cuties. Yeah. Here we go. Hi guys, how's it going? Oh, here, let me reset my face. There we go. How's it going, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning. How's it going? Let's see, who's all here? How's it going, Blipsqueak? Pootis Guy, Licorice Art, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the shit stream. DJC Animation, Redhead, Vivastus. How's it going, y'all? Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Did everyone have a good weekend? Anybody, get up into anything? Did you ever have a dream where you could do anything? Gonna be a rough day. Hit with insomnia last night. That sucks, Grilling Pirate Pete. Hope you feel better. I hope the soothing sound of my voice can help put you to sleep. So today, if you don't know, I'm working on a visual novel, on my alternate account. So this character's just about done. Her name's Amy Opossum. I'm good at naming things. And then we had this horse guy sketched out, from last week. He's kind of cute. He's thick though. So yeah, she's pretty much done. What finishing touches can we do? Maybe add a bit more fuzz to the hair over here. It's a little bit flat. And then her muzz actually doesn't look too bad. I was thinking it needed some cleanup, but I'm actually not hating it. Maybe we could shade her teeth a bit more. But yeah, that's what we're going to be working on today. Kind of chilling. Working on some art, hanging out. Nothing major. How you guys all doing? You work the weekends? That sucks, Pootis. I'm sorry to hear. Hope it went by fast at least. Your chat overlay is doubled up on top of itself. Thank you. What is causing that? hold on a tick. Professional streamer here. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. Huh, weird. Is that this one? No. Is that Billy Mays? No. I have Billy Mays waifu, by the way. Twitch chat. Oh, now it's off permanently. Thanks, OBS. Maybe that fixed it? Did that fix it? Anyways. I don't know what happened. There it goes. Okay, I think it's fixed. I don't know what I did to fix it, but it's fixed now. Let's see. So yeah, her mouth could use some more shading. Animals kind of have like these darker gums, so I was thinking of adding a little bit of like purple into here, a little bit, just a little bit of Prussian blue, nice titanium white. Let's see. So that's the ink layer. It's the piercing layer. Let's do a new layer on top. Oh wait, we have an overpaint layer. Let's work on that. So that's our overpaint layer. Let's keep working on that guy. So grab our brush right here. Yeah, that was weird. I'm not sure what caused that. Y'all got any art or anything you guys are working on? Anybody up to anything cool or neat? Got to play a little bit of Friday Night Funkin', which isn't a new game. It's been out for a while, but that was really fun to play. It's a really good game. Would highly recommend checking it out. Let's clean up some of this tooth stuff. Hey, Shelly Shucks. Still trying to learn CSP. It's so fun. I love CSP. Clip Studio is my favorite drawing program. It can definitely be easy to get like overwhelmed with everything there is in it, though. But there's tons of good tutorials online about it. That's kind of how I learned. Like, I'd get stuck on something and then I'd just Google YouTube and just be like, how do I do thing? Teach me how do thing. Let's see, let's get her gums a little bit like that. Over here too. Meme music has ruined me. I can't not hear Nintendo eShop music without hearing like some meme song over the top of it. Let's see, this could probably be lightened up a little. Fucking suck at rhythm games. I do too. I'm the same way. I had a lot of fun playing it, but I sucked ass at it. It was not very good. Doodling Turtle, if only CSP's iPad version was not bound to a subscription model. I know. It's so good though, like they do such a good job with it. I actually messed around with it and I was like, okay, I could see wanting to support this. They did a really good job porting it. But yeah, I feel ya. I don't like subscription models either. I think it's kind of a scam. I'd rather like own my software. Call me crazy, but I like owning my software. Is that the gums in chat? How's it going? Really wish I could make the UI smaller. It feels so cluttered to me that could have to do with my screen resolution, but even in Photoshop I still have more space. You have like these arrows. There's arrows so you can like minimize different parts of the UI, like that. Like if you're not using your brushes, you can just minimize it like that. Same with like over here, if you're not using it, you just minimize it. Boop, boop. So there's arrows like that. I think you can press the tab key to do a full screen. That's pretty useful. Now I can just draw full screen just like that. Press tab to bring my tools back in. I love that it has Lemon Demon in it too. Yeah, it's got all sorts of great characters in it. The music's so good. Like, that's my kind of music. I love Vocaloid music. That's how you do it. Up, left, right. Yeah, it's really fun. Had a lot of fun playing it. I'll have to try it again. Maybe I can get a little bit better at it. Try practicing it a little bit. Be a fun and easy game to play on stream that I'll probably never play. I think the last time I played a video game was for Halloween. We played like a scary game. I don't really play video games on stream that often. Hey Animal Lover, how's it going? Hope your day's going well. Let's see, we also had some reference, I thought. Is it in here? I thought we had like a mouth reference. Is it not in here anymore? Maybe not. Let me know how the audio is, by the way. Let me know if the song's too loud. Rinky-dink-dink-dink-dee-doo. Let's see, blend this in a little bit. It's pretty quiet, actually. The music or my microphone? Good enough. Yeah, I can't really hear the audio as far as like the final mix, so it's very helpful to hear if anything's like too quiet or could be turned up or down. I think if I like playing on keyboard is really hard for me with that game. I think that's what I struggled with. If I had a controller, I feel like I could do better. My brain kind of shuts off when it's like too many different directions too. Let's see, let's shade in this part. Grab our cheeky little airbrush. Like that. Let's grab a little bit of blue. Something kind of like this. Maybe could darken it a little bit more. A MIDI controller, that's a good idea. Yeah, I was never any good at like DDR or any of that stuff, but it's still fun to play. Oops. It's gotta be said, the lasso tool is probably my favorite brush. I love the lasso tool. Let's see, grab airbrush. Get this color up here. And darken it a little bit. Do some AO shadows. Wish I made her teeth a bit sharper, they're kind of round. Hey, TibboTube, how's it going? How big is this canvas? That's a good question. It is 2,862 by 4,690. Let's see, grab these tooths. I wonder if this was a Christmas theme song. This sounds very Christmassy. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a good noms, Putis. Is that one comic book artist's emotes? I love his style. So let's see, grab this color. Make a smaller brush, a bit darker. Fill in those shadows. I think after shading in these shadows, we'll go in and we'll add like a white highlight on these teeth. Maybe we can carve out some of the tongue to make the teeth a bit sharper too. What game is this music from again? This is from the Nintendo eShop. A thing that doesn't really exist on the 3DS anymore, so I figure it's safe to play. The littlest timber. How's it going, Littlewood? I like your donk. You have good donks. It's gotta be said. The tiniest of timbers. The teeniest of trees, Littlewood. Let's see. Grab this color, shade this in a little bit. Just blend it. Just blend it. Just blend it. Yeah, I think getting rid of some of the outline kind of helps. I think we'll go back and do that a little bit on some of these teeth. Doing alright, just about head outside and do some yard work. Good luck. Littlewood, you want to know a secret? I didn't do anything. The donk just appeared. That's streaming. Things change for no reason. Grab this. Get our gum color here. Get big shadow first. That. And then little shadow with darker color. Like that. Yeah, I think darkening up her gums a little bit will help too. Kind of seat them in place. I like your colored kappa. It takes all the sarcasm out of it and makes it a true statement. So you can grab my airbrush. Wop, wop, wop. Beep, beep, beep. Hello. Rainbow with Hooves, 521. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's called Kappa HD. Licorice art. So Jesse, are you making this visual novel, or is it a commission piece? It's all me. It's a project I've wanted to do for a while. Of course, I'm getting a lot of help from friends too. But yeah. No, it's a passion project. Not getting paid for it or anything. Let's see. Let's grab this color. Shade that in, and then a bit darker. Like that. Yeah, and then let's go to the teeth and just lighten up the edges a bit. I'm definitely doing this the hard way. It'd be much easier to just have this on a separate layer. But I am a dumb. Yeah, if you want to follow along with this project, I'm working on it on my alt account. Something I'm technically not supposed to show off on Twitch, or post links to, but if I were to happen to just kind of scroll down to the bottom and just kind of look around for a bit, and then go back up to what we were looking on, that's a thing. See, let's grab this tooth here, like this. Yeah, I'll probably be switching over to Picardo eventually. It's kind of nice to be able to draw just whatever you want to, and not really have to worry about, you know, stupid rules or anything, or even worse, stupid rule enforcement that's inconsistent. Grab this. Like that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I've wanted to make a game for a while. And I figure visual novel is probably the... I don't want to use the word easy, but the easiest to code, you know? Let's grab this. Should probably save a selection set after I grab these teeth here. You know what I should actually do? I should actually make these teeth on a separate layer. Maybe I can take the time to do that. It'd probably be worth it. And then I can reuse them for different mouth shapes and stuff too. Let's do that. Let's take the time to separate it out. So, what I'm gonna have to do is after I make this selection, is I'm gonna have to copy merged. So copy all of the layers, since these teeth are comprised of like 3 different layers. There's like an outline layer, the inside color layer, and then the overpaint layer we've been working on. Let's make sure our selection's the way we want it. Yeah, I was watching Mushroom Madam play a visual novel for inspiration called A Pirate's Fate. It's really good. If you like visual novels, A Pirate's Fate is really, really good. I was super invested in the story when she was playing it. Let's see, let's grab this tooth. So, Photoshop has a copy merged feature. I don't know if Clip Studio Paint does. I don't think so. So, how does this work? How does Clip Studio copy just everything? Is there a way to? I guess I could merge layers and then copy that way. Let's do that. So layer, merge visible, which might take a second. There's a lot of layers. Okay. And then Control C, and then edit undo. And then edit paste. And then if we isolate it, there we go, there's our teeth. Okay, so we've got teeth on their own layer. So now what we can do is, we don't need that overpaint layer anymore. We can delete that. I'm gonna save up a version since I'm doing some pretty big edits. Version 6. I agree about heading down the shitter. Let's see. How do you mean copy merge? So in Photoshop you can do edit copy or you can do edit copy merged. And what that means is it'll just copy what's visually there. It copies like all the layers. If there's a way to like select all the layers, then you can just copy and paste those layers, it'll grab the selection. Okay. I'm kind of curious to try that. So if I select like this, for example, and then can I do Control A to select all layers? No. How do you select all layers? Selection from layer? No. I have a billion layers, so like clicking the check marks will take forever. Is there a way to just select all of them? Control click on all the layers. That seems like it would take a long time. I think the way I did it is okay. Just like merging all the layers and then copying and then undoing that operation. It's a little risky, but it seemed to work okay. Yeah, if you look to the right, like, these aren't even all the layers. I have a lot of folders collapsed, but I have a lot of layers in this thing. I'm a layer boy. Could probably just do like an auto action for it for next time. Anyways, what we're doing is we want to get rid of all these teeth outlines here. We don't want those anymore. Get rid of those. And we'll have to fix up the tongue. Kind of clean up where these teeth were at one point. Oh, click the bottom one and then shift click the top one to select multiple layers. That's a good idea, Licorice. Thank you. That is probably the better way to do it. I like it's one of the reasons I love streaming. Everyone has their own workflow and like different tips on how to use the program. I'll have you know I title every single layer, thank you very much. I am a good boy. It is a pleasure to work in my files. I name and organize everything. I am a good boy with that. Let's see, delete these, get rid of this outline. So after we get rid of the tooth outline, then we'll go in and see if we can find... Hopefully the tooth color is on its own layer. I think it might not be, though. We'll have to see. Yeah, mouths are so complicated. Probably next time I will make the mouth into more layers than I did here. Teeth? Teeth color. Okay, there we go. So there's those. Can delete those. No more teeth color. Nose. So nose is on its own layer, right? Okay, good. That's a good thing. And then, what is this layer, actually? Nose shadow, okay. Maybe I have one or two untitled layers. Nose shadow. And this is all tongue. Okay. So, there's your teeth. So I think what I can do with the teeth is probably color them in all the way and then just add a mask to remove any parts that I don't need. And that way for different mouth shapes I can move them around and mask them out as I need them. Yeah, it's like any program. There's probably like a million different, more efficient ways to do the things you do. You kind of just have to find out about them. Where is our outline? Muzz ink. So let's grab Nervous Nelly brush. This guy. Grab this color. I think we're on size 20. Actually, rather than patch these up, let's just get rid of them all together. And then draw in our outline back into place. Yeah, this is all the Nintendo eShop music, but it'd be fun to add other stuff too. Like, I really like some of the Mario Paint songs. Some of the Mario Paint songs are super weird though. Some of them are kind of strange. Here's that. And then we want the same over here. Let's see. Let's do a selection so I don't go over the top here. Lasso tool, you are my only friend. Okay, there's that. And then tongue color. So let's change our eyedropper to pick up color from layer. Grab this color. And we can use the, I like this brush a lot, the Commissioner. It's just a plain old... It's kind of like the G Pen, except I kind of like it a bit better. It's a little bit smoother, I find. It's a Friendin brush. I like his brushes a lot. Let's see, grab these colors and then we'll blend them. We'll see in your dreams. We love you. Take it easy, Littlewood. Have a good night. Thanks for that, Uncle Command. Have a good one, Littlewood. Sweet dreams. I love you. Hey, Tib. How's it going? Welcome to the fambliest fucking stream on this side of the planet. Hope you had a good weekend. Let's see. We want to delete this colors, these ones here, since our teeth are on the separate layer already. There we go. Slowly but surely, we're God, she looks terrible. She looks like she has gums now. That's okay. You gotta make things look terrible to make them look good, or something. I think that's an art saying. Oops. Is that really the wrong color? Why is it doing that one? There it goes. Strange. fill these in. Yeah, after the possum character and the horse character, the third character I'm gonna make for the trailer is she's called Elaine. She's a lizard, but she feels more at home in a tiger skin. So she's gonna have a tiger fursuit that she made herself. It's gonna have like googly eyes and stuff. It's gonna be very homemade. But you know what? She tries her best. God damn it, she's trying. She can't afford those fancy, like, $5,000 fursuits. Welcome back henceforth, Pudiskai. Oh, have you been playing your DDR platform? That's awesome. We were talking about Friday Night Funkin' earlier. Have you checked out that game at all, Tib? It's so fun. I'm not very good at rhythm games, but I really like the music in it a lot. It's like that Vocaloid style. I love Vocaloid music. I like when robots sing to me. Let's see. There it is. There's where those weird shadows are. Let's just blend those out a bit. Looks better. You know what else kind of music would be good too is the Sims shopping theme. I love the Sims music. Okay, there it is. So let's erase that. Don't want that guy. There we go. So there's her tongue, teeth on a separate layer. That's all gravy, that's all good. Oops. Let's darken up her gums a little bit while we're doing this. So probably a little bit of purple, I'm thinking. Elaine's great. I like Elaine a lot. She tries. She sucks, but she tries. She is my spirit animal. Let's see, let's grab purple. Maybe like a desaturated purple. Do we want to do watercolor? Maybe. I thought it did have controller support. We were playing it over the weekend and trying to get controller to work, but that's a bummer. I thought it did. She is now an old man. Hey, Sonny. Can I give you a caramel candy? For being a good little boy. Let's see, let's do gums dark. New layer. Let's just try this out. It's probably too saturated. Come here and give your grandma opossum a smooch. Did you know possums and opossums are different? I did not know this when researching possums. Possums are actually exclusive to Australia. They do not live in North America and are a completely different species altogether. Opossums are the ones that live in North America and are the ones that play dead and scream at their own ass. So I thought that was interesting. Hey, Death Wolfie, how's it going? I'm pretty sure the devs thought it did, but then realized at some point it actually didn't. Yeah, I thought I overheard that on a Let's Play, that it had controller support. I think that's why I thought that too. Have you guys ever heard of the The really shitty Sega Genesis game, Awesome Possum. About a possum that saves the environment. It's real dumb. It's real dumb. When you're playing it, it has all these like bit crushed voice clips of him just being going like, "I'm awesome." Why is Triple J Bot talking about drop pile? Hold on a minute. Let me turn that off. There we go. I was doing that for a weird reason. It's a really dumb game, but it's kind of worth checking out for like 3 minutes. God, the controls are so bad too. It's one of those where like he moves way too fast and you can't see what's coming up because they wanted to be Sonic. It's real shitty. I think we could use some more purple shading probably back here. Do 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 do. Do a new layer. Clipping mask, multiply. It's probably too saturated. Oh, it's not on multiply. That's why. Set that to multiply. There we go. Just darken that up a little bit, since you wouldn't see that much light back there. That looks cool. I dig it. Kind of agreeing with Chad about her needing more whiskers. Triple J just wanted to while we friends. Please draw with me. I'm doing great, Wolfie. Thanks. Glad to hear you're doing well. Let's see. So that looks cool. Maybe we could add a little bit of drool to her tongue. Let's erase some of that outline. Kind of bring that back a little bit. Let's see. Ink. Just bring that back a little bit. I'm awesome! If you say so, Awesome Possum. You keep telling yourself that. Maybe it'll be true one day. Let's see, grab the tongue color. Start drawing that in. One of the reasons I started working on this game too is I wanted to get better at illustration. And I definitely learned a lot about like how I want to approach the painting process, and I'm sure it's going to change lots over the course of the game. But yeah, I want to get faster and better at painting. It's amazing to me, like, people on Twitter that can just like crank out things in a week. I'm the awesomest possum. I'm the awesomest possum that wears a t-shirt and wants to pick up garbage and save the environment. specifically. Let's see. Where is that weird color coming from? Is that here? 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 No? I guess it's in the base tongue color. That. I really don't like drawing her without teeth. I really want her teeth to come back. Let's see. Where's that color coming from? Maybe that's on the outline. Yep. So let's grab our airbrush. Clean that up a little. There we go. I think this outline needs some different colors in it too. I'm hoping that once we get this character all colored in and finalized, that we can kind of cut in place and move body parts around. We'll have to repaint quite a bit for different poses and stuff, but hopefully it'll give us a good starting place. Oh, a snake would be fun. Snakes don't have, like, legs or feet, though. How do you anthropomorphize a snake? I always wonder that about furries, Buddhists. Why are people not more concerned? We need to bring more awareness to this issue. Let's see. Let's lighten up this color. Get our airbrush. Lock off transparency. That works. God, she looks terrible. Let's do some drool. Such a mood, as the kids say. Big Chungus mood. Did you ever hear Big Chungus's theme song? Your ex has a husky snake hybrid soda? That's funny. I shouldn't laugh. That's interesting. I haven't heard of a snake husky hybrid. Let's see. Where is this color? Is that this one? Clean that up a little. So for drool, this is kind of me experimenting. Haven't really drawn a ton of drool before, but I think the way to tackle Drool would be to, well, first of all, let's, kind of zoom out and think about where we want it to be. And it might be a bit much. You know, this might not be an idea I keep, but I wanted to try it out at least. Something like that, just kind of sketch in where it should go. Something like that. That looks cool. So that's a rough outline, and then for the drill part, big chungus, big chungus. And then let's grab just her tongue. So control, copy that, and the outlines, and then let's see. We want to minus this part. Also, the nice thing about working on a high resolution canvas is a lot of mistakes. Like you can see like some spots, some pixels, some off like coloring, especially around here. I'm gonna resize it so it's like half as big. A lot of those mistakes, while they don't go away, they become a lot less noticeable. So like there's just a little bit more leniency with working at a higher resolution and then resizing it later. That Obama singing Big Chungus's theme song is such a good deepfake. It looks so real. Have you seen the deepfake of Pete Buttigieg talking about wanting a GF with big milkies? that's one of my new favorite videos. I'll have to post it in my Discord. Oh, if you guys aren't on my Discord, by the way, you can type in !Discord to check out my Discord chat room. It's full of neat things like friends and memes. Let's see, let's grab this outline, get rid of that. I've also been learning a lot of anatomy doing this kind of work too, which is another reason I wanted to make a project like this. It's been forcing me to learn a lot of anatomy that I didn't practice before, like drawing different body types and stuff. Right now I'm working on muscle men, which I don't draw that often. As funny as muscle men are, I don't draw them that often. So it's been forcing me to learn a lot of muscles I didn't really know about before. So, tongue, drool. Tongue's a weird word. It's a weird spelled word. Okay, then we can take our white color here. Our airbrush. Oops. Make sure we're not on the mask layer. We'll add in a bit of highlights. We'll also set it to a blending mode of screen, probably? Screen or lighten? I'm not sure which will look better. We'll have to experiment and see. Just like that. Big, big chungus. Friend is obsessed with big chungus. I don't know why. Oops. I accidentally drew that on the wrong layer. Let's undo that, actually. I'd like to keep that rough on its own separate layer. So let's take this, cut that, paste it on a new layer, delete this. Hello. Thanks for the host, Licorice. Appreciate it. Thanks for spreading my butts all over Twitch. There's one thing I know about Twitch, they love butts. So thanks for sharing more of them. Let's see. Let's grab our outline brush here. Good luck, Licorice. Good luck with your animation. Guys, go check out Licorice Art. Go check out their stuff. Legendary Putis guy. Ah, yes, I almost forgot to ask about the Discord, because last time I tried to join, the link said the channel doesn't exist. It works now, at least. Do you know where that was, Putis? Was that... Bring their forehead, Laven! How's it going, World? We're drawing, Grandma Possum. She don't have no teeth no more. She done lost her teeth. Make sure to brush your teeth every day. But yeah, Putis, do you know where that broken Discord link was? Was it just one that, my chatbot posted? I know, my old link, on some of my social medias doesn't work anymore. It don't work too good no more. World, when you get a chance, you should listen to the VOD of the stream. I started it off with a good song. During your last stream, I did the exclamation point Discord command to join. Oh, strange. It should be the same one. That is odd. I'll have to look into that. Maybe it's on... Maybe that was my tablet. Chatbot. I bet that's what it was. If I stream not using my desktop, then my tablet has an older version of Triple J Bot, so it doesn't quite work as well. I love this song. Come on and slay, and welcome to the jam. Take it easy, Licorice. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Shoutouts to all the lurkers. Thank you for hanging out on my stream. I appreciate it. Hope y'all are having a good day. Let's grab this. Like, yeah. Do. La da 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 da. Let's erase the outlines around here so it's not so colored in. Same here. Wah wah wah. Wee 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 woo. Wee wah wah wee wah 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 wee woo. Keep hearing the Mr. Krabs version. That's funny. Shelly Shocks. Unfortunately, my bathroom is being renovated, so I'm without water for God knows how long. Help! That sucks, Shelly. Hopefully it's fixed up soon. That sounds really annoying. You know, you never think about how much you need water. It's one of those things. It kind of goes without thinking about. You know what's a kind of a dang bummer is Nintendo doesn't have eShop music anymore. It's just silent. So if we shade that in, why does it look like that? That's weird. Did I accidentally get rid of some of it? Checking out my tongue mask here. It seems like some of it got deleted. Let's fill that back in. I really like how masks work in Clip Studio Paint as opposed to Photoshop. Makes a lot more sense. It's like erase erases, fill fills it in. Whereas in Photoshop, it's I think white is fill and then black is erase. So it's more like color based rather than tool based. Beep 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 boop beep. No man, you're thinking of the one that goes beep bop boop beep bop. I think it still has music on the 3DS. Too bad they kind of abandoned the 3DS. It's such a cool system. I love the 3D on those games. It's so cool. Especially since they fixed the face tracking 3D on it. But now they don't make games for it anymore. It's so sad. Yeah, I think this playlist, it's like they used to make different eShop music for every month. So it's like all the different months of eShop music. There we go. That's better. Now our mask is back. Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. This purple shadow's been bugging me. I'll have to go back and fix that. Clip Studio Paint's so good. I'll sing its praises forever. It's my second favorite drawing program. I'm just cleaning up some of these outlines around here. Not that it really matters. I think this effect's going to be so subtle, this stuff probably doesn't matter. If it's perfect or not. Especially around the piercing, though. I want to make sure that's pretty tight. Pretty tight. There we go. So we can delete that, don't need that. Of course, I love MS Paint. It's my favorite drawing program. Let me know when it goes on sale next. Usually we post it in the promotion, the others promotion Discord, whenever it comes up on sale. Yeah, it's definitely worth getting on sale. I don't think you need the EX version or whatever. Hello, Softboy. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, Softboy7. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I don't think you need the big professional big boy version of Clip Studio Paint. I think just the small one's got everything you'd need. Big boy version's only if you want to actually do animation in it, which I would not recommend Clip Studio Paint for animation exclusively. You're able to animate in it. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just not my favorite workflow. If you want to actually get into animation, you should check out Krita. Krita, real good. It's really good. Okay. Now let's grab our airbrush here. They both include animation. It's just the baby boy version, you can only do 24 frames of animation, I think, which is, for a loop, that's plenty. There should be more than you need for, like, simple loops and stuff. Set that to add, maybe, and then bring it down about that much. So drool color and drool outline, and then we can start working on teeth again. Do 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 do. Actually, I want to fix this weird purple shadow that I added. Is that here? Yep. I like the idea, just not the execution. Let's see. Muzz ink. I want to fix that up first. So that's this color. Just like that. Yeah. And then purple. Grab this color. And airbrush it in over here. Maybe too dark. Maybe more like that. That looks alright. Kind of highlights her tongue a little bit more. Why don't you paint in Krita? Because I'm faster and more familiar with Clip Studio Paint. I like the layout of Clip Studio Paint more. There's no reason. Everything I do in Clip Studio Paint I could do in Krita. It's just I have more hours spent in Clip Studio Paint, so that's what I'm familiar with. I wish I was familiar in Krita. You know, as an animator, I'd probably enjoy that more. Yeah, that's true. The brush setup in Krita is kind of weird. It's a little more intuitive in Clip Studio Paint, I feel. I think if I were to get into Krita, I'd probably just download brushes rather than try to make my own. Let's see. Do I want to blend in that highlight? Maybe it's okay. I think it's okay. Where's this layer? Muzz ink. I think I just want to do a couple little swooshies. A couple little, like, whisker indicators. Maybe. I'll think about it. I've been thinking her color scheme could use work too. Possums usually they like have black outlines and then like really white muzzes, but maybe it's okay. I don't. I'm struggling with wanting to make this as good as I can be versus just moving onto the next thing because I know I'll get better eventually just naturally. Please, Tib, I'd love to see a Krita live stream. Because I do not understand the brush engine at all. Shelly Shocks brings up a really good point. And then it has like this window on the side that you can paint in, but once you start painting in it, it like overwrites the brush thumbnail and it looks ugly. So I don't understand it at all. Hey, Shattered Zero, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the shit stream. Glad to have you. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. Right now we're working on a character for the visual novel I'm working on. Right now I'm fixing up her teeth. We're doing some dental surgery here. So I'm gonna expand up the teeth, just like this, and then I'm gonna mask it out later. So it's gonna look kind of weird for a minute. Just as I fill in these gaps here. Oh, I probably shouldn't be using the watercolor brush, actually. Let's do this brush instead. That's probably why the colors are looking so weird. There we go. That's more solid. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. But yeah, I always appreciate live streams that are showing off software that I don't understand, like Blender and stuff. It's so helpful. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Good luck at your meeting, Tib. Have a good one. If you guys don't follow Noitibmar, go check out their stuff on Twitter. Go follow their live streams that they're definitely gonna do for sure. Definitely, most definitely. We'll see you in your dreams. Thanks, Shattered. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, I can show you guys what we have so far. So we have her. We're just working on her mouth, and then I think she'll be all finished. And then we have Horseboy that we'll work on next. Thank you, Whirl. Appreciate it. Best mods on Twitch.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? Ugh, gross, Kyla's here. Ugh, gross. Ugh. Hope your weekend went well, man. Had a pretty good one. Just watched stupid YouTube videos and hung out. It was nice. What the hell happened to PogChamp? Oh. Was that PogChamp? What does PogChamp look like now? Hold on. I saw a stupid idea where they're gonna try different faces. Who is that? That doesn't even look like the same PogChamp face. I don't care. Who cares? Who actually gives a shit? Twitch sucks. Why did PogChamp get so gross? Poor guy. Just this innocent boy and we're all shitting on him. I'm sure he's proud and like telling his family that he's PogChamp now. Did you know you could stream Cyberpunk 77, which has boobs directly in your face for 15 minutes? Well, if you draw a butt, so help me you're getting the wrath of fucking God. Don't you draw a butt. It can only be a butt if it's in a video game, that's the rules. I like how when you email Twitch about it too, they just don't email you back or respond. Twitch doesn't care about artists. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that they're allowing Cyberpunk 77 just because it makes them fucking money. It's such bullshit. Did they ban Ark Survival Evolved and Conan for those reasons? You can stream Ark, can't you? I feel like I've seen Ark streamers. I don't know about Conan. Did you know you're allowed to make hentai on Twitch, but only if it's a Cyberpunk character? That's a good workaround. Maybe I should just say that I'm streaming in the category of Cyberpunk to get around it. Yeah, now that we have our teeth on their own layer, I was thinking of making them a bit sharper. They're a bit rounded. Hey, Beep2312, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for clicking my little purple follow button. I appreciate it. Oops, the blending's not working super well there. Let me undo that. Maybe if I use my hard blending brush. Let's try that instead. Why is it like... I guess it's not. Maybe it's just color theory being weird. It looks like it's like lightening the colors, but maybe it's not. You're my little PogChamp. Do you think I'll get in trouble if I just re-upload the old PogChamp emote as my own emote? It's not on Twitch, it's not copyright anymore. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. It's such a roundabout way of saying it, Kyla. So after we get these teeth expanded, then we'll add a mask so it cuts it off at the mouth area, at the in-between mouth area. Doo-doo, doo-doo. What? Shattered? Holy shit! Thanks for the sub. I really appreciate it. Holy fucking shit. Thank you. Look at all those butts. Look at all those emotes. Enjoy your emotes. Enjoy the secret Discord room. If you're not in the Discord, make sure to check out our Discord. I post all sorts of behind-the-scenes stuff and hang out with the voice chats in there every once in a while. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's super generous of you. We're working on a butt emote. We're trying to get a butt emote approved by Twitch, but it's a struggle. Hashtag real world problems, you know what I mean. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Beep, seen you on my recommended and only clicked because I seen boobs. That's what I'm going for. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for your honesty. That's what we strive to achieve here. Okay, so there's our teeth expanded there. So now, well, I think I want to work on the shading a little bit while we have this open here. So let's grab this, make it a bit bluer and darker. And I just want it for this tooth, so I'll select it around here. Color that in. Whoops! Make sure our transparency's locked. Color that in. Let's actually set it to multiply, see if that helps. Cool, that works. And let's grab this tooth. I don't do that often enough where I set my brush to a blending mode. It's actually very helpful and useful. Just add in a little bit more shading here. I'm glad, that's what I strive for. I like for it to be nice and chill. It's just, you know, people hanging out, drawing boobs and butts. It's a great time. Let's see. Get those shadows in there. Oh boy, she needs some dental cleaning. She needs one of those doggy toothbrushes on the fingertip that you just need to go in and just scrub real good. They don't want to, so you gotta give them a treat afterwards. Give them some positive reinforcement. So you can grab this tooth, fill that in. There you go. And then let's grab pure white. And just get the highlights in there. Deselect. Oh, because I'm on multiply. So set that back to normal. Add in some pure white highlights. Like that. Don't know if these will look great, but we'll try it out and see if this works. You know, the shading is a bit dark. Looking at it again. think I changed my mind on the shading that we did earlier. Let's just undo that. Girl's got a right to change her mind after all. Deselect that. Okay. And then let's give her gums again, and then we'll select the in-between mouth area. Make a mask out of it. Right here too. Just make sure to get everything in there. Then we want to get rid of this outline here. Do 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 do. Oh, thank you, Shattered. I'm excited for this project. I'm really excited to be working on it. Yeah, I'm learning a lot of new stuff with it too. I'm learning like 3D modeling in Blender at the same time for backgrounds, and programming games in Game Maker. It's been a lot of fun. If there's one thing I like, it's learning new things. So it's been good for my brain, you know? It's been real nice. Let's grab this. Bring that back a little bit. I think I want to go up to this highlight here, like that. Okay, and then here, we can get rid of this. Like that. Okay, I think that should be good. Let's try that out. So grab our teeth, and then apply the mask to it. With this button. There we go. Now the teeth are inset. We do need to clean up the mask in some spots. And yeah, like I was saying, with the mask in Clip Studio, it works so much better than the one in Photoshop. Because, like, erase erases and fill fills. Whereas in Photoshop, you have to use, like, the color black on a mask to erase, and then you use the color white to fill it back in. It's really strange. It's really odd how it works. It makes a lot more sense in Clip Studio. So here, I want to fill it in, so I'll just use my fill tool, bring that back in. Okay. So now, well, let's... Here, I'm gonna kind of erase around here. Oops, wrong color. Erase around here. Just inset these teeth a little bit more. Hey, Jay Sketchy, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Or whatever day it may be in your part of the world. Let's, use our airbrush to bring this back too. Like that. Same here, this is looking a little sharp. So let's do a little bit of that. Okay. I'm at a point where I don't hate it. I think it's probably at a point where I want to step away from it for a bit and come back to it. Let's see. This darkened gums, I think I want to bring down to like 60%. That's looking cool. Oh, that's right. I wanted to add a little bit more fuzzies to some of her fur. And in order to do that, I'll just have to hide some of her layers. So I'm just gonna plop these on. Just put some little terms of service things on there. And then this is just so I can shade. It's just so I can shade her a little bit. I'll just go in. Also, those rim lights are going to be on there. Looks kind of weird, but what can you do? And then we'll grab our little hair blendy brush here. Just add a little, some little tufts. Tib is back with a brand new 1 hour deadline. Let's go! Do it, Tib. I believe in you. Guys, chat. Let's inspire the Tibbins. Let's inspire Tibbins to do what Tib does best. Rooting for you, Tib. So let's see. Where is this fur existing? Not that one. Not here. Not that one either. That's pink skin. Fur number 3? What is fur number 3? Why is that hidden? Did I not like that one? Oh. Do I want to keep that? Hold on. Oh, I was like, what layer is that? That's, her, piercings. So that's with fur number 3. I had it hidden earlier. Oh. I kind of like fur number 3. It sort of adds, like, a nice lighting element to her. Makes her look a little bit more dimensional. It's pretty rough. It looks like it's just airbrushed on there, but I kind of like it. How we feeling on fur number 3? It's kind of like just another added detail onto her fur. I think I turned it off accidentally. I don't remember. Here's hoping Jesse labeled as sensor layer. It's called terms of service. Is what that layer's called. Oh, I should have used the Cyberpunk logo. There we go. Let's grab our blendy brush. We'll save, just in case we mess something up. Just add in a little bit of fuzzies. Especially on these end bits. I feel like that's the part where you really want to add a lot of fuzzies. It's just on these end parts here. Like that. Change up the size too. You don't want all the sizes to be the same. Fur comes in all different sizes. World, we should change the... Oh, I forgot. I had to delete all of my clips because Twitch is awful. I was gonna say we could change the Inspire quote to be like that old Twitch clip. But no, never mind. I had to delete it. Because Twitch is a bastard. That would have been fun, though. That would have been a fun community thing. Well, if I get banned, the stream is yours. It's yours to do with as you please. Hot dog. Gee, Mom, why does Billy get 2 wieners? Do you guys have a favorite meme right now? I don't want this curse. Fair. It's a lot of responsibility running a shit stream. You gotta water it, feed it, call it your own. Let's see, I think it needs a bit more fuzzies in here. Just do like some little rogue fuzzies like that. Yeah. Nah. The places where you want to add fur typically are like places where bending is happening. At least for me, I like adding fur on like elbows or shoulders. Like places where joints would be and where there's a change of direction in the anatomy. That's typically where I add little tufts. Hello, Shadow Ash. Thank you for hosting the stream. I appreciate it. Hosting the stream helps out a lot, you guys, so thank you. How you doing, Shadow? Hair on elbows. Well, if hair's everywhere, then hair on elbows isn't that strange. You don't have a favorite meme? Oh, gasp and astounds. I think I said it already. I'm really liking the Pete Buttigieg talking about having a GF with big milkies. Some people want GF with small milkies, but here in America, we want to get big GF with big milkies. That's so stupid. Okay. I'm liking this a bit better. Thank you for the host, you guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Blipsqueak. Y'all too cute. Some people want small GF with small milkies. Just smooth out these parts a little bit. Okay, looks like that part's shaded already. Cool. That looks good. Bald all over except for knees and elbows. World, that's more horrifying than milk with Doritos. Okay. Let's bring that in a little bit. Okay. This could use a little bit more fuzzy. Freedom forehead living. This music's so nice. I love it. It's so much better than the shitty royalty-free stuff we were listening to before. Having a hard time creating a character that's a big, strong monster woman. What part are you having trouble with? Is it like the anatomy or like the personality? I think it depends on what you're going for, but there's definitely like a bunch of different ways you can draw muscles on women. Like you could have the muscles be pretty thin still, but just make them a lot more defined. Or, you know, you could make them like big, bulging Arnold muscles. Kind of depends on what style you're going for. And, you know, some people want strong monster woman with big milkies. Some people want strong monster woman with small milkies. You gotta pick what feels right to you, you know? What is this layer? Why is this only here? What is this layer? I'm so confused. So that's for number 2, for number 3, that makes sense. Skin pink, that's obvious. That's a layer I don't want to unhide. Where is that blending coming from? Is it one of these? No. Here it is, it's this one. So do I blend it here? No? Must be here. There we go. So let's just blend out these shadows a bit more. More like that. And just soften this outline a little bit more. Where is this outline? Is that for number 2, probably? Yes. Just soften that a little bit more. Maybe use our blur brush. Undo a bit. Yeah, it's a whole, it's like an hour-long playlist, so if you're looking for, like, what specific song this is, no idea. Unfortunately. Whoops, how did I do that? Didn't mean to zoom out all the way. I, like, double-clicked on the layers and it zoomed out all the way. Boy, the way I organize this skin blending, it's sure not great. I mean, whatever gets results, but... this one. Like that. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Well, I'm never going to be happy with this. I need to probably just move on. Yeah, we were thinking of what clothes to give Horseboy. I really like the idea of making him a cowboy, but I think it's a bit too on the nose the more I think about it. He's supposed to be at a furry convention. Like, I don't know why he would be dressed as a cowboy, not that the story makes any sense at all. I like living on the edge, Pootis. Besides, it's in terms of service. It's fine. Kyla, sorry, did you say you've done sculpting? I was on the phone and I heard you're learning Blender, but I'm not sure on what you said you were learning. Mostly just how to use the program. Not really sculpting. I've done sculpting a little bit, but it's not really why I'm using Blender. I'm using Blender mostly to learn for the backgrounds and stuff. Let's see, is that for number 3? It is. So let's grab our fur blending brush and just give a little bit more fuzzies up there. Just a little bit more fuzzies. Something more like that. Looks cool. Bull would be fun. I was thinking, like, what's a good muscle character to do? And lion is, like, a pretty obvious choice. A lot of people like lions. But a bull would be really fun. There we go. I like how she turned out. Maybe we'll even keep the terms of service labels on her. In honor of Twitch. It's like 20 minutes past when I usually end the stream, but I was thinking we could go a little bit longer. Maybe we could go till 8 or so. So, maybe another 40 minutes or so. I am getting hungry though. I do need to get something to eat. I'm trying to think. What could I do for a BRB? Maybe I could just leave this on here. Will you guys watch chat while I'm gone? Will you guys keep everybody company? It has. It's... Actually, we're just approaching the 2-hour mark. That's usually how long I stream for. It's relaxing to draw while watching someone draw on stream. I like that too. That's why I like putting on a stream too. But yeah, I think I'd probably like to call her done. Okay, thanks World. Thanks for watching chat for me. And Pootis. Appreciate it. Yeah, let me grab some food. It shouldn't take too long. Maybe like 5 minutes or so. And I'll be right back. Y'all be good now. Okay. And back. Alright. Haha, take that for anybody just stopping by. Take that, anybody who just stopped by. I left for a minute. How's it make you feel? How's it going, Xanox boy? Morg! Morg, hello! Hello, hi. How you doing? Hi everybody, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Hope y'all have been good. I got a breakfast burrito. I got leftover bacon breakfast burrito. I'm gonna eat it. We're gonna hang out for a minute. How you guys all doing? What you up to, Morg? If you guys don't follow Mr. Morg, they're an awesome artist. Go check out their stuff. Oh my gosh, roommate's got cosmic crisp apples. I'll have to ask if I can borrow one of them. Sea of Thieves sounds so fun. I still haven't played it. I love pirate stuff. I've been playing this pirate game on Sega Genesis called Pirate's Gold. It's literally my favorite game. No, it's my favorite pirate game. But it's probably the best pirate simulator that exists. It's so good. It's fun if you can get some people to play with. I could see that. Yeah, I could see it being kind of if you're just playing by yourself. The water on it looks so good. Like the style of the water. Looks really awesome. Also, I heated up my burrito too hot. And it is too hot to eat. So I'm gonna set it right there. Just let it cool off for a minute. Yeah, the water looks awesome. Let's see. I think the thing I want to work on next is probably her eyes. I'd like to get an eye blinking animation. So let's see, where do her eyes exist? Where do I exist? Apparently this is called Sexy Eyes. Oh yeah, I forgot. She has another pair of eyes too. Those are cute. I feel like she wouldn't have that expression very often though. Also, the way I cut out this part, not ideal. So, how would I want to arrange this layer so it is in front of the hair? Can I disable the mask and then just put this on top? Does that work? That's fine. I could do that and then just clean up this part. That would probably work better in game. So let's do that. Let's clean up this eye socket layer a little bit. Oh. Oh, I have hair shadows in this layer? Boy, this stuff's tough. I really didn't set this up in a way that, is good for my game. I need to really think about layers a lot better, for the next character. That's fine, we'll figure it out. It's all part of the process. There's gonna be lots of stuff like that where it's just like, why did I do it this way? It's kinda how it goes. So, with the eyes in front, that means that I can take this and turn this on. Oh. That's a mess, though. Yeah, I want to do the anime thing where the eyes are in front, but it makes Gives me a lot of trouble, just because the only part I want to be in front is the black parts, like the outlines. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's kind of, it's a quandary. I'm not sure how I'm gonna solve that issue. I'm not sure if there's something I can do in Game Maker to fix that. Or what. Well, let's get started. Let's clean up this part. This eye socket number 2. Let's select this. And then just start erasing with our watercolor brush. I make folder, I good artist. I make art, I put in folder. Ha 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 ha. Let's see, erase these hair shadows that we don't need. And then where does this part exist? What exactly is that? That's the darker hair color. That's fine. We just want to lock it so we don't accidentally select it. What's this part? Eyeshadow? Okay. What's this part? Cheek white? What? That's not cheek white, that's hair shadow. Do I have multiple things on this layer? I do. I'll call this face over paint. God, what a mess. What a mess this this character is. Let's see, and then eye sockets. That seems fine. Just want to erase up there a little bit. Get rid of this part. Anywhere where the hair is supposed to be on top. And then where's eyeshadow? This part. Get rid of that where the hair exists. Cool. That's fine. It's getting there. Let's do an eye over paint layer. I think what I was thinking when I was doing this whole project for this character is that eventually I would flatten all the layers, and then I would worry about how they're arranged, leaving it a problem for future Jesse to figure out and solve. How much longer are you going to be streaming? For a while. At least 30 or 40 minutes. How many layers? I don't know. If I were to guess, maybe 100. Let's see, let's grab obtain display color. Get this one. And grab airbrush. Boop 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 boop. Is there a way to blend with all layers? Is that a setting I can turn on? Bop boop bop. Beep 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 boop beep bop. Don't think so. It doesn't look like a setting I can turn on. Maybe there is, and I'm just too dumb to know where it is. Anyway, that's probably fine. We'll call this eye number 1. And I want to grab, where's that rim light? I want to cut that and paste that into the eye comp here, like that. Let's highlight. Where did the rim light go? I guess underneath is fine. I think for this outline, this little eye corner here, I want to just erase a little bit of this and then recolor it to be more like this color. I think that'll look better. So let's lock transparency and then just color that in like that. Color this part in too. You darken this part a little bit. More like that. And where is this one? Alright, have a good burb. Have a good burb, world. BRB. Color this in. Like that. Looks good. Same with this part. Well, maybe we can leave that black. And then this section we'll color in with this color. Yeah, it's really tough to make things that overlap with each other and then also animate, and then also you can bring them into a program and then have them separated into layers. CSP doesn't have that feature to blend between layers. Too bad. Another thing Photoshop has. Just noticing this hair outline, but I think it's okay. I think it doesn't bother me. Alright, enough procrastinating. Let's grab our wash layer here. Just work on our eyes here. That's kind of weird. Is this spot supposed to be not on the mouth comp? Where's her hair? Where does that exist? Hair back. Hair front. So can I move this down here? Like this? I think that should be okay. Boy, yeah, the layers on this character are super weird. At least as far as the forums and such say from 2 years ago. Thanks for looking it up, Morg. Alright, Shelly Shucks. Have a good blep. Hopefully your water comes back soon. Wishing you the best of luck.
We'll see you in your dreams.
Love you.
We love you.
So let's do new layer. I blink 1. So let's grab this brush, do like a red color. Morg, thinking of investing in a Cintiq, but I also keep trying to talk myself out of it because I feel guilty about spending money. Do it. Oh my gosh. I know so many terrible artists that have a Cintiq. You're actually a good artist and would get some use out of it. Like, please. Treat yourself. You gotta treat yourself. Yeah, the next character we're going to be drawing on is a boy, which means we're going to get a lot less viewers. But you know what? That's okay. I'd rather have all sorts of characters in my game. It doesn't just have to be big booby women, you know? Doodled the 3 deities from my literary universe and then designed their outfits, and they look so good. That's awesome. I love when artists like their own work. That's so refreshing to hear. You don't hear that very often. Dude, we out here. We out here for boys and girls. Somebody's got to do it. You know, nobody was doing it. Somebody had to do it. So there's that eye closed. And this eye over here. And the rim light's going on top. I might have to do a completely new project and just fix these layers. And just flatten out a bunch of stuff. I think that's the only way I'm gonna be able to animate this and work with this character. These rim lights are a mess. Do 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 do. We out here, boys. We messing up layers. Okay, so there's that. It's fine. It's fine. It's something I would have to do at some point anyway. I just don't like flattening artwork because I just have this fear that I need to go back and like use those layers, you know? But really, I haven't had that experience. It'd probably be fine just to flatten the different body parts. Yeah, it's like, it's different making character rigs versus an illustration. With a rig, you really have to pay attention to how you're arranging your layers and everything. With an illustration, you can go hog wild, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, honey. This is
What?
a beautiful party. You invited all my
Lynn!
friends. Good thinking.
You invited all of my friends. Good thinking. Good thinking, inviting all of my friends to my birthday party. Thank you, Lynn. How was your stream? Holy shit. If you guys don't follow Lynn Villain, super good artist. Just great person in general. Go check out their stream. Hope you had a good one. Momo Cupcake, thank you for the follow. I like your name. How you guys doing? Here, let me show you guys what I'm working on. So I'm working on characters for my visual novel, that I'm working on. I'm not supposed to say what the alternate account to my thing is, but if I were to happen to scroll over here, and you want to see my visual novel work in progress, I am doing it on my alt account. So yeah. We're drawing the girl with the big bazongas. Yeah, we love Tommy. I haven't seen The Room in so long. It's one of my favorite comedies. It's such a good movie. So yeah, we have this character. We're also working on a cute horse boy that we'll work on after this one. Hey, Weekend Geek, how's it going? I like that summary. How's it going? So yeah, I was waiting for my breakfast burrito to cool. So we were doing her eye blinks. That's what we're working on next. That's what all this red stuff is gonna be. This is gonna be her eyes closing. So when you're like talking to her, she doesn't look like dead. She's actually like blinking and stuff. Went to an interactive screening last year. It was amazing. That's cool. I saw Greg Sestero when he came to Portland. That was really fun. He was talking about the Disaster Artist movie. It was really cool. It's so funny. That's what he's famous for. He's like trying to be this legitimate actor, but he's just famous for this dog shit movie. It was a lot of fun. Oh my god. Oh, hi, doggy. I really want to go to San Francisco and visit the flower shop and say hi to the doggy. Guys, I hope you're eating your pork champs. Does a body good. Part of his balanced breakfast. You gotta eat your pog champs. How's it going, Bree? Good to see you again. Was that Has Been Hotel on your reel? It is. Yeah, I've done a few shots for Has Been Hotel. Those are just some of my favorites. Yeah, I need to update my reel, actually. There's a couple new shots I'm excited to add onto it. But yeah, that's my, I need to label that, you know? People keep wondering what that video is in the corner, and I need to label that it's my animation work. But yeah, welcome everyone. Thanks again for the raid, Lynn. Super appreciate it. Hope you had a great stream and are having a good day. Porg chomp! Okay. I want to work on my breakfast burrito, so I'm going to just get a nice thumbnail here for anyone that wants to check out the stream. There we go. Cool, we'll just keep it like that for now. I'm so proud of how Has Been Hotel turned out. Even though I just had a small part in it. It was really cool to see how it all came together. Yeah, Hell of a Boss is great. It's so cute. I like the musical numbers in that one. So yeah, apologies for eating on stream. I hope that's okay. I don't have an animation of my character eating, but I can have him wave with every chomp. Nom 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 nom. Do 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 do. I need to eat or else I'll die. Treat yourself. Sustain yourself. Hey, Nocturnal. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I would love PorkChamp to be the new PogChamp. J3, how dare you engage in necessary human activities? Well, I mean, some would be weird on stream. There's some human activities that would be kind of weird to do on stream. I don't need to say more. Breakfast burrito not as good the next day. Nocturne, I'm all for following art streamers to better myself. That's awesome. Oh, if you guys have any art or anything you're working on, you don't have to ask for permissions to post links here. I always like seeing what you guys are working on, so if you have any art you want to show off, feel free. Nocturne, just got here but have to go to bed. Makes sense with your username. I have to be up in a few hours. Well, good luck. Hope you get some good rest. Yeah, please go to sleep. Please get enough sleep. Sleep is important. Speaking of necessary human actions. Tib. God, probably. Somebody's done it on stream. Hi guys, welcome to my IRL stream. Sorry, I'm starting off in the bathroom. Those are gonna be my bathroom stream. Here we go. Guys, can we get sub hype for starting a bathroom IRL stream? Here we go, Porg Champ. Yes, please share all the things. I want to see what you guys are working on. Sleep is important, that's a funny joke. It is. It's something I'm trying to be better about this year. It's so important for like mental health and stuff. If you want to be a good artist, get a lot of sleep and do exercise. Nobody talks about that stuff enough. Sleep? I don't know where. I want to see Morg. It won't show up on stream, I just have window capture. But you guys should definitely check out Morg's artwork that they posted there. Oh, that's awesome. That looks great. I love your hair. Oh my gosh. Tib, that's great. Tib, you'd be a natural. Oh my gosh, if your first stream is that, I would be blown away. Hi guys, welcome to my IRL stream. I'm gonna call my grandma. Here we go. Have a good lurk, Nocturne. Get some good rest. Oh, that's awesome. I love your clothes. I'm really struggling with clothes. It's something I need to study a lot more. Gotta get prescriptions from Dr. Sleep? You say get it, but I'm not sure if I get it. Was that a reference? Is that a reference from something? Ignore Triple J Bot. It does that from some time to time. Don't worry about it. Calling grandma and I'll say whatever you tell me in a donation. I want to see. That's so cool. I love your patterns, Morg. Looks awesome. It's a movie sequel to The Shining. Oh, okay. There's a sequel to The Shining? You're cooking 20 ounces of burger? Is that a lot? That's like a little more than a pound, right? That seems like a lot. My favorite thing lately is just making a shit ton of food and then not having to worry about making food ever again. Until it runs out. Oh, okay. It's funny how you can make a sequel when all the characters die. That's interesting. Momo, how many ounces in a pound? I believe there's 16 ounces to a pound. Because, you know, metric system is for babies who can't do unnecessarily complicated math. Then there's also, like, fluid ounces, which are different than weight ounces. I don't know. It's all so confusing. How many cups are in a pound? I don't know. Maths, I don't know her either. Haven't had a pound of meat in a while? There's a joke there. There's a joke in there somewhere. What's the square root of an ounce? How many feet are in a pound? If you divide a mile into ounces, how many is that? There's 2 cups in a pound? Oh, that's right. I feel like I learned that in 3rd grade. I just forgot about it. Putis, you won't believe the work they did for the sequel to make the setting also genuine to The Shining and having actors that look similar to the originals. That's cool. That's really respectable. I'll have to check it out. I like The Shining a lot. I wouldn't think a sequel to it would be good, but it sounds like they put a lot of work into it. What do you guys usually make for lunch? I have like tortillas and salad mix. I'm thinking of just getting like chicken tendies and making like chicken wraps or something. Ranch chicken wraps. I think that's what I'm gonna make for lunch. That's cool. Is Stanley Kubrick a part of it at all still? I would assume not. Is he still alive even? Different almost every day. I have to make the same thing. I have to make something I don't have to think about too hard. That's why I make sandwiches. Is he passed away? I didn't know that. He made a good movie or two. In 1999. Oh, okay. So that was pretty recent. God, it sucks that 1999 was 30 years ago. That's nuts. That's so crazy. Pro Hyatt. And I always have a bowl of Struggalos for lunch. That sounds good. That sounds part of a balanced lunch. So recent. That's like yesterday. That's so crazy. Have you seen The Mandalorian? The deepfake of Mark Hamill is honestly the worst deepfake I've ever seen. What? Mark Hamill's still alive. Why did they do a deepfake of him? Also, it's by Disney. They, like, have money and stuff. You know what's the best deepfake I've ever seen? Is, Obama singing the Big Chungus theme song. It's amazing. It looks so real. Hype for Dune. A lot of people like Dune. I tried to watch the old movie and I was bored, but I didn't really give it a chance. Mandalorian was pretty good. I've only seen like 3 episodes of it, but I liked it a lot. And I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I really liked Mandalorian. Star Wars couldn't exist without Dune. The old movie is not bad, but I'd recommend the miniseries. I didn't know there was a miniseries. That's interesting. Aren't they trying to get, like... Isn't there, like, some weird drug or something they're trying to get in that movie? I forget. I don't actually know what Dune's about. I assume it's about people climb sand dunes and then go, I am on the dune. I have made the dune. Spice, that's it. I remember. Wait, there's a CGI Mark Hamill? Is that what you're talking about? It's just dune buggies. Hi, we're in space, but we're on dune buggies. It's so crazy. Guys, isn't this so crazy? We're on space in a dune. What a good movie. Such good writing. Guys, shouldn't we go into space? Nah, we are on dune buggy. Guys, aren't we space people? Shouldn't we be in space? No. Only dune buggy. Dune is just Tremors in space. This movie's getting better and better. I should check out Dune again. You're not wrong. That's funny. Yeah, I tried watching it and it was just so brown. It's such a brown movie. Not that there's anything wrong with brown. It's just... It was so brown, you guys. I had a hard time getting through it. I am Johnny Knoxville and this is Dune. Very brown and orange. It's such like a... We were talking about this a while ago. Like, when people remember the 80s, they always give it like this neon and like hyper pink and like turquoise and space theme. But fucking everything in the 80s was brown and orange. Everything was so desaturated and brown and orange. There was no color in the 80s. I think the whole neon thing just comes from like vaporwave. But things actually in the 80s were like just brown. How old is it? I think it is from the 80s, right? Like mid 80s probably. Not really sure. As much as a Dune expert as I am, I'm not sure what date it came out. Dale Woodlock, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. 1984? Oh, okay. Oh, I've never really watched David Lynch movies. I like weird movies. I wonder if I would like his stuff a lot. The height of brown. So there's the Renaissance, there's the Rococo period, and then there's the height of brown in 1984. I tried watching Twin Peaks. I only seen like 3 episodes of it. It was okay. Hello from Ireland, that's awesome. I'd love to visit someday. I have a lot of friends in Ireland. There's a lot of good animation peeps out there. I think I did and it was boring. I think I like clips from Twin Peaks rather than watching the show, if that makes sense. I feel like David Lynch is one of those things where you either like his stuff or you're just kind of meh about it. Did he do Eraserhead, or was that somebody else? I want to watch Eraserhead. We watched it, like a clip of it in art school, and I was really fascinated. I want to watch the rest of it. Big Chungus. Hey, Kevin! How's it going? Bonjour, je suis. How is your day? Look at that PogChamp. Doesn't that look great? Don't you like the new PogChamp? It makes me go poggers every time I see it. Hope your day's going well, Kev. If you guys don't follow Kevin, super amazing artist. Really talented friendo. Make sure to give him all the love, all the follows. Okay, Eraserhead is by Lynch. Okay. Guys, I just got owned. Now I know how it feels. Weekend Geek. Ever watched 127? That was boring. If I want to watch a guy cut his arm off, I'll just go watch snuff porn or something. Oh, are you talking about the canyon movie? Where the guy gets stuck in the canyon? I saw that movie. I thought it was pretty good. Eating an eggy brekkie. I'm eating leftover breakfast burrito. It's okay. I'd give it a solid 4 out of 10. Not bad enough to throw it away, but I don't know. Keeps me from dying. I think... What's a movie I really want to watch that I haven't seen that people keep telling me about? Nuggies and fries? That sounds good. I know Seven was one people were telling me to watch. Look at that tiny baby 4. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. Yeah, if I could be a robot and not have to eat, I would opt for it. Food's overrated. It's a hassle, if anything. It costs money, it takes time to make. It's so annoying. Food's annoying. Food and sleep, I'd prefer not to have either of them. I know. Such a waste of time. Who thought they were good ideas? They should be fired. I tried the Soylent thing. It didn't really work. I was still hungry. It didn't really do anything. Is that the 7 Deadly Sins one? If so, it's overhyped. Oh, gotcha. I think I'd still like it. It's kind of like murdery. Could be fun. Dude, think of all the time I could waste if I didn't have to eat or sleep. I could just spend it procrastinating. It would be great. As soon as we figure out how to give ourselves leaves for photosynthesis. Did you guys... Probably not. Did you guys see the wife swap episode where the lady would make their children go out and, like, instead of eating, they would just stare at the sun for food? Morg, I'll just sustain myself on the blood of others. I mean, what? I don't know. I didn't see anything. I fucking love that show. Oh, you're fine, Whirl. We didn't really do anything. I'm just eating my food. I love Wife Swap. Wife Swap is so good. Not the celebrity one. Well, no. Actually, some of the celebrity ones are really funny, too. The one with, what's his name? The Yeah Boy guy. The hell is his name? Flavor Flav? That one's really funny. He, like, has this big bimbo girlfriend. It's so funny. And he's just, like, this tiny little man with a big clock. What if a single breadcrumb could make you full? I like the photosynthesis idea. Although being in Portland, I'd have to be like a fern or something. I'd have to be something that survives in the shade. There we go. Burrito finished. Burrito all gone, mommy. I finished my big boy burrito. It was an okay burrito. Not as good as Wife Swap. Just comparing food to TV shows. Not as good as Wife Swap, but it was probably better than Basketball Wives, as far as the burrito was concerned. Allergic to sunlight, I'll be a mushroom. That's a good plan. I wonder, so, if you have a goal, you should break it down into smaller steps. I wonder what the first step to becoming a mushroom would be. Study mushroom. Become mushroom. Alright. So, let's continue on. So we were working on her blinking animation here. I say animation, but really it's just going to be one frame. So we want to bring her eyebrow down. This. And then for this eyebrow, oh, we already redrew it. Cool. That looks good. So I need to color in the eyeshadow and also draw in the eye sockets. Step 1, befriend Mush. 1, be a fun guy. Fuck off. Oh my god. Alright, so forgot the outline. Let's bring our wash color up like that. There we go. Makes it a bit easier to see. That looks pretty good. Maybe add a little bit of the eyelid under here. Let's see. Right there. Eyes are crazy. Like, even a pixel can make such a difference in how it reads and how it looks. There we go. And then I had her her little blinkies or whatever. There. Let's merge those together. And I'm not crazy about this eyebrow. I think I want to redraw it. Kind of go over her eye socket a little bit better. Something more like that. Also, delete this extra right here. We in space, but we ride dune bug. That was pretty good advice, Morg. It was funny for some reason. I couldn't quite place my finger on it. Dun, 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 dun. Dee 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 dum dum. There we go. So that's her blink, and then for her eyeshadow, it's gonna be this color. Yeah, I was talking about how I'm gonna end up layering this this project. And I think eventually I do need to flatten stuff and rearrange everything. Because I need to do that anyway for the game, and I think it'll also make painting some of this stuff a little bit easier. I always worry that I'm gonna need my layers, but it would probably be fine. Just need to make sure to be smart about how I arrange it. Let's see, so watercolor. Just soften out these edges a little bit. Like this. Nintendo eShop music's so good and so nice. I am working on a visual novel. This is one of the characters. Did I show? This is gonna be the other one. Cute horse slash donkey boy. God bless Karaki. Morg, could you not keep this one as a multi-layer save and then have an alternate save with less layers? I would probably, just from all the changes I would make, I would probably just call that a version up. And if I absolutely need to go back, you know, then there's always version number 6 that I could go back to, you know? That's usually how I tend to do things. And, I don't think I'll end up needing my layers. I'm just being, like, paranoid about it, you know? I think the worst thing we'd probably run into is, like, what we did with the teeth. Where we really needed the teeth to be on a separate layer. And it wasn't that hard to, separate it and just put it on its own layer. It was actually pretty easy. So worst case scenario, we just have to separate it again. Which would be fine. Even though there's no copy merged. It's easy enough to do that. So, we'll paint in with our watercolor brush, like so. Commander Meerkat, I like your name. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for clicking my little purple follow button. Thanks for clicking on my little purple heart. Blipsqueak's rad. I love Blipsqueak. Super cool guy. He is a good egg. How many characters for this visual novel? At least 15? Oh my gosh. 3 for now. We're doing 3 for the proof of concept. And then, hopefully after getting... maybe not even necessarily funding, because I'm doing it for free and for fun. But, it would be nice to get some funding to be able to do more characters. But yeah, I have a bunch of, plans for characters I want to do for it. There's one eyeshadow. Let's erase these outer parts. 15 would be cool eventually. But yeah, just for starting off, we're just doing 3 just to make a trailer out of it. The first objective, before even making the game, is to make a trailer for it. Just to show the concept to people. Because I get people being like, "You're making a game? Can I see?" No. No, I have nothing to show. So yeah, that's the first objective, is just get something to show people when they ask about it. And this needs to be black. Oops. There you go. Boop, ba, ba, beep, beep, ba, 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 ba. And then second eyeshadow over here. Like Nya. Get rid of this. Yeah, and I think on Patreon is where I'm gonna actually publish the game. At least while I'm still working on it, you know? So people that want to actually play it will be able to download playable versions on Patreon. That's the plan, anyway. Fuck Kickstarter. I don't know if I want to do a Kickstarter. That's too much responsibility. I'd rather have it be an ongoing project rather than a product I have to finish and ship, you know? For my first game, like, I have no experience with this stuff. I'd rather have like a tip jar of sorts, since I'm still kind of figuring this stuff out on my own. I've just seen a lot of, from my research, a lot of visual novels that do Kickstarters, and it'll be like, this project's 4 years old and was, backed on the day it was published. And then you'll read comments from, like, yesterday being like, I'm sorry I'm not done on it, guys. I'm really working hard. My grandma's in the hospital, and, my hand hurts, so I can't draw, but I promise I'll get back to it as soon as possible. It's like, I don't want to be in that position, so I'm not going to do a Kickstarter. Ko-fi? What's the advantage to Ko-fi? I've never used it before. Yeah, Patreon I'm also, like, already familiar with. I have my other Patreon, which, I post on once in a while. But yeah, it'd be fun to do a Patreon where it's actually, like, project-based. And I can, like, post updates on it and stuff. Let's see, and then blend this in. Ba 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 bum 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 beep beep boo. It's like a system where people can send you money like Streamlabs donations, but you can post updates to your Ko-fi page. I think the difference is that Ko-fi doesn't have a subscription tiers, it's one-time donations. Okay, I see. Yeah, I could see the advantage of doing a Ko-fi one. I think I like the subscription because it's gonna be a project I'm gonna keep updating. So if people want to keep getting new versions of the game before it's fully done. I know I just did a rant about how I hate subscription models, but I think that's my plan. It's just so I can keep updating the project, and then people that have a sub can keep downloading the latest version of it. Nothing to say it can't change. You know, this is all one big experiment. If something's not working, we can always change it, try something else. Maybe we will do a Kickstarter, who knows. I just want to make sure to be able to finish it. That's my only worry with Kickstarter. By finish it, I mean like have a product that I can deliver, you know, in the time period that I suggest. Really bad at judging how long this is going to take, having never done it before. It's really hard to say. Let's see, let's get kind of a darker color. Get our airbrush. Cut this off like so. There we go. And then we need highlights. So this color. I really like seeing some brush strokes. I'm trying to make sure to not smooth things out entirely. I want a little bit of brush strokes to be shown. Kind of like that painterly sort of look. Something like that. And highlights, new layer. Zip. Shoop. There we go. Do, 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 do. So let's group these. These are eyes closed. And this is the ink layer. Eye blink ink. Have a good lurk, Morg. Thanks again for all the tips and all the art and stuff. It's always cool seeing your stuff. Thanks for the Wawa message. I'm pretty good with water. I'm usually not too bad about forgetting to hydrate. It's my favorite drink after all. I love water. I'm pretty much the most boring person on earth. MS Paint is my favorite drawing program and water's my favorite drink. Let's see, that's the highlight. So, new layer underneath for eye socket. Do, 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 do. Just like this. Make it a bit darker for underneath here. Let's see, and then the highlight, we want to erase a little bit. Dang, it's been 3 hours already. Probably should start thinking about getting ready for work and stuff. I do got a day job I gotta get back to. This has been super fun though. Always love streaming with you guys. Drawing the big boob anime lady. Putis, I've got something pretty good going on with my character now. Think I've got a good body shape and a fitting face. Nice. I find the face to be the hardest part. Getting a good appealing face is always tough. See, then we want to erase this part where the light would be hitting. Right here. Blend that out a little bit. Probably bring this part in a little bit. And bring it out here. Corner of her eye. How's that look? that a bit too dark? Maybe. Maybe we can lighten it up just a touch. And probably bring out the highlight under here. Just do a little overlay. Grab this color. Just do a little line like that for her eyelid. Same over here. Animal Crossing music might be fun to listen to. It's kind of what this stuff reminds me of. Okay. I think that looks good for a blink. Maybe could thicken up this eyebrow a little bit. Just add one more line pass. And then, I think we'll call that good. We'll probably call that a stream. Would love to draw Big Booby all day, but do gotta get back to it. Let's just grab this color and just do a little something like this and this. There we go. And I think I want to color this line in just a little bit. And then we'll call it good. Gotta stop futzing with it. Just color this outline in like that. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. Now she's got a blink, so she'll be a little bit alive when you're talking to her. Eventually we'll get like different poses and expressions and stuff, but here's what we got so far. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for hanging out and lurking. Appreciate everyone stopping by. And yes, we'll do a raid. We always like to pass the love on at the end of our streams. So yeah, if you guys are taking off, hope you have a good day. If you're sticking around for the raid, make sure to give lots of love, lots of follows. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll be on same time tomorrow, and I'll see y'all then. Thanks for the host, Terzi. It does no good. Thank you. Alright, let's see who we can pass the love on to. Let's see. Love you, Terzi. Let's see who's online that we could pass it on to. Thank you, Putis. And thanks, Shattered. Appreciate it. Let's see. Who would be a good one? Let's see, could do this friend. Let's do this friend. Copy link. If you guys don't follow Maya Insane, super great artist. Hey, Pro High Hitman, thank you for the follow. Thank you for all the follows, guys. It's the best way to stay up to date to when I'm streaming. I like that raid call, Putis. Yeah, use whatever when you want to, raid. But yeah, if you guys don't follow Maya Insane, I love their art, and they're so positive and upbeat. Really great stream. Hope y'all enjoy. And, I'll see y'all over there. Hope you have a good day, and, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Ta-ta. Love you. Bye-bye.
We'll see you in your dreams. We love you.